So one of the things I started doing recently was what I call coffee critiques. Short critiques, not live on the phone, but somebody sends me a piece of copy. I go through it, annotate it, and just record a video, a screencast of me talking about it, what I would do to make it better. Now, I've been selling these for like 10, starting off at 10 and 15 quid. But I realised that for a lot of business owners, it's hard to imagine what a copy critique is. So even though I've sold them, I've never really had an example I could point people to, and I don't really want to record one of somebody else's stuff and point people to that because, other people are precious about their copy. So I thought the only logical thing to do would be to critique one of my own pieces of writing. In fact, this is the first sales page I ever wrote before I started doing copy. So I thought this would be a good example of what you would get. So whenever I talk about a coffee critique, and I talk about video or PDF or annotations, that kind of stuff, this is the thing I'm talking about. So this is what I do for people. They send me a sales page, I go through it and think about every brain fart I have or idea, I just kind of throw at it. So I'll just give a critique as if this wasn't something I wrote. If somebody just handed it to me and said, critique this, hopefully they'd be a bit more polite than that. Also, I should say that it sounds like children are being murdered outside. They're not. At least I hope they're not. I've got the curtain shut to block out the sun. So if they are being murdered, it will get quieter. So let's go right through the page. So let's talk about the headline. I'd love to make more money and close more sales by being hilarious, but I'm not funny. Can't somebody else do all the hard work so I can sit back and take all the credit? I don't really like this. I know what I was trying to do, or what the earlier version of me was trying to do, but I don't think it really cries out to a pressing pain point that business owners are. It's not a problem that people are looking to solve. This is maybe if you're really into comedy and you already come to this page knowing you want to be funny and you can appreciate the value of being funny, it would work. Somebody else do all the hard work while I sit back and take all the credit. There's elements there of that, but it's not just about being funny. It's about using humor to earn more money and make your life easier. And I think this is a bit too wordy. Could be a lot simpler. Maybe there's something in the angle of what if like a comedian wrote your social content. Maybe there's something like that. But yeah, I just don't think this works. I see what I was doing, but there's no real pain point. Why should they really care about that? I don't think many people are coming to this page thinking, I'd love to make more money and close more sales by being hilarious. That bit, make more money and close more sales, yes. By being hilarious, I think maybe if we took that out and just kind of hinted to a unique mechanism, that could be better. Here's how Seinfeld could make you millions. I don't know. Yeah. Or maybe it's something about the angle of make more money, close more sales while your audience loves you. Or maybe there's something there. You can make sales, you can make more money while being loved by your audience. Maybe there's something there. Yeah, so the next bit, quick and easy comedy ideas, makes you sound bite-sized. Quick, easy comedy ideas. It doesn't sound like a substantial product. It seems small. This seems like a lead magnet. 33 quick and easy comedy ideas for your business. Now, it's not, because it's quite meaty and weighty, but you wouldn't get that from this. Quick and easy comedy ideas just sounds like one-liners. And, I think this is like $37, 37 quid. Even though you get videos with it and stuff like that, I just think it makes it seem smaller. So I think I would try and go with an angle of something like proven or pre-written comedy social ideas for your business. Pre-created, swipeable, that kind of stuff, just to make it. The easy bit is okay, easy to use, but quick and easy, those three words just make it sound like a cheap thing. Quick and easy is like Lidl, it's Aldi, it's disposable stuff. Ideas you can use today to make more money, close more deals, and have more fun at work. Yeah, so yeah, we're getting to the idea here that this is something you can use today, right now, to make money, close deals, and have more fun at work. It's close, and I think this could probably be up there. How would you like? Who else wants 33 pre-written ideas you can use to make? I think we're closer with that kind of language. Actually, like this bit here. The marketplace is getting increasingly crowded. It's harder to stand out. It frames the problem in a non-spammy and sleazy way. Everybody, and this is even more so, if I was writing this for 2020, you're even highlighting the fact that everybody has a Zoom account now. The world has opened its doors to remote working in a way that nobody else could have imagined. Everybody has access to the same stuff. How are you going to stand out? Now, everybody is setting up businesses and working from home. How are you going to show you're different from everybody else? How are you going to be spotted by your customers? Because you do need to stand out, be different, and be spotted. Yeah, I changed the wording on that, but I like the idea of it. You do need to stand out. Yeah, I don't know if this quote adds anything. I'd much rather, now that I have a few testimonials for this, I'd probably replace that with something that they said about this. Because it talks about truth, not business. And I get it. It's George Bernard Shaw. It's a powerful quote. But it doesn't really add anything to, a freelancer or entrepreneur who's looking to stand out and be different. It's more about telling people the truth. If it said something like, if you want to stand out, you better make people laugh or they'll kill you, that would carry more weight. But even then, I would probably say I'd be better off going with the testimonial that I've got since I started selling this. Or maybe even take it out if I couldn't. How can your customers give you money if you don't know who you are? Yeah, so I'm kind of making the same point here. And I don't really need to. I could take this out. Don't get sucked into the trap of copying what everybody else is doing. Yeah, maybe that's a point, but if I took both of these out and just went straight to think about it, if you're the same as everybody else, how is your customer ever going to say, I want you? And that's a more valid point, but we can cut both of these out and just go straight into it. How are they going to say, I want you? You're better than that and different. No, you're not in a, didn't see, I see you're rummaging through the bins behind Halford's kind of different. Yeah. Different in a good way. You need to be different. Yeah, we're kind of making the same point again. So that and that are essentially the same thing. How is your customer ever going to say, I want you? And that's more of the problem. You need to be different, yeah, but it's not different for different sake. It's different in a way that makes somebody say, I want you. How? And I've already made that point, so maybe I could kind of ditch that. So here we kind of transition into being funny, and that's the kind of unique mechanism behind this. Being funny makes you different, and it's true, it does make you different. Yeah, there's some valid points here, and I'd probably go a bit, as I've kind of learnt more about copy and kind of explored this idea in my group and in, emailing my list and actually working as a copywriter, I think I would expand these a bit more, because it's not about being funny, it's about being light-hearted and fun. It's about being easy to get along with. One of the biggest factors people will bear in mind when choosing who to work with is, well, how easy are these guys to get along with? How easy is it to just send them an email? How easy is it to say, oh, can we change this? Do I need to brace up to this? Are they going to get defensive, or are they kind of easygoing? So all these are true, but I will probably sharpen them up a little bit. Okay, so being funny is a good thing. So what? I'm not interested in learning how to be funny. I want my customers to think I'm funny. So this is another good point. I'd probably go into that further. If you wanted a better transition, would probably be, if you want to be funny, there are two options. You can either put in the hours, go to open mics, write your own material, get the stage time and learn what makes people laugh, or you can ask a stand-up comedian with a proven history of writing funny stuff to help you out. So yeah, so I'm kind of getting to this. So I'm crap at designing and stuff and layout and stuff, but yeah, let's get some consistent. I think I think when I created this, I was like, right, let's create stuff that stands out. And maybe I was worried about different. I mean, like, even those are different colours of blue. It's like I'm just clearly like a kid with a new toy, and just, like the first person who learned how to design a website in the 1990s and thought, oh, I can have flashing and jagged lines. Awesome. I'm clearly just trying to get every single feature onto the one sales page, when even just all black would have been better. Yeah, because it kind of forces you to ask, well, why is this red and smaller? Is this a quote? Is this like, oh, right, quotes are bigger, and oh no, it's not. And yeah, let's get some consistency going on here. Hang on, this sounds expensive. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. You see, the more I know about copy, the more I think, I'd take that kind of stuff out. But for me, I don't know, I'd maybe keep it in, because it's, if they do scroll down to the bottom, they're probably going to be a little bit surprised, maybe. Especially if I'd pre-frame this a bit better, moving away from the quick and easy. If I made them kind of, if I led them down the garden path of thinking, this is a done-for-you service where you're going to have to pay me hundreds of dollars every single month, then maybe this sounds expensive. Scroll down. Oh, it's 37 quid. Oh, okay. Let's find out what it is. Might be a good tactic. Sell your grandma's last working kidney to make just one of the 40. Yeah, okay. So calling out a few things that, internet marketers do, not many. They're gonna be funny. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting to the point we've kind of, maybe we've sold them in the idea on being funny and how useful it is. Maybe, possibly. How can it be funny so my customers love me right now? I think that's almost there. I think it's a little bit too wordy. Probably doesn't. Yeah, it's the right now bit that's different. It's the right now bit that we're really emphasizing there. You don't have to be funny to be funny. Yeah, there's probably something tighter we could put in there. I've got the idea there. Here's how you become so funny your customers can't ignore you, which is a Steve Martin quote, which will be familiar to comedians. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're almost there with that. Yeah, I'm kind of re-emphasizing the same point. So you don't want to spend time learning how to be funny. You just want to be funny. Introducing Funny is Money, the one-stop. That would be a perfect chance to do that. So yeah, tighten this up. Quick and easy, painless solution to the problem. How can I be funny so my customers buy from me right now? And then go into the product. Yeah, this. And skip all this out. This book will make you funny without any flop, sweat, and the nervy shakes. You see, that would be better probably as a sub-headline. I've done all the hard work for you. All you need to do is pick one of the ideas, put them into action. It's quick, easy, ideas work. Again, I'd probably put that in 3 sections and expand it a little bit. It's quick, you can do it right now. It's easy, all you have to do is copy and paste. 3, the ideas work. I've used them in the real world. Here are the results. Yeah, that would be better as a kind of section. Just tweak the templates and suit your own business. Yeah. Who the hell is John Holt anyway? You're not that reggae singer who died in 2014. Yeah, so this is the point. This is a big mistake. And I actually won an award as a comedian. And it's like we're halfway down the page. And I'm like, bloody hell, this is like key credibility. Why is that not? What would your content look like if an award-winning comedian wrote it for you? Why is that not right up there? Bloody hell. So yeah, I'm terrible at selling myself, but that's bad even for me. Yeah, and it's there just in like normal font. People are going to scroll past that as they go down looking at the headings, the different coloured, different sized headings. People are just going to see that. They're not going to see that. When really that is the main hook. There's not many award-winning comedians who are out there writing people's content. So this is like my angle for this. This is the hook of the book. Yeah, so, what would your content look like if you gave an award-winning comedian your Facebook password? Yeah, so I've got a few quotes in there because at the time I didn't really have a lot of credibility. Still don't, to be honest, as a copywriter and, content writer or anything like that. So I'm kind of borrowing credibility, which is okay to do. There's a couple of ways you can borrow credibility. One, you can borrow it from other comedians who are using content, who are creating content and using humor to create content. As long as you're open about it, you can say, look, in the past, this guy's been using content and this guy's, been killing it. I can do the same for you. So you can borrow content from other people who are doing the same thing as you or same mechanisms, or you can borrow it from your own experience in a related field. So as a comedian and a magician, I can say that, these are quotes I've got from doing magic at weddings. They just highlight the fact that I'm funny in the real world. See, not totally shit, basically. There's a photo of me on a stage holding a microphone. I've been a comedian at least once from that. There's some quotes there. Yeah, so I'd move these up. I'd probably intersperse them in different sections, maybe, depending on... So this one says, John reworked the entire email sequence to make each entertaining and engaging as well as informative. The results were fantastic. We saw a higher open rate for each email, which in turn led to our customers having greater success with the product. So the key thing is there, the entertaining and engaging part gave the company greater success and higher open rates. So that would be perfect, like higher up, because that's a benefit that most business owners will appreciate. They want the customers to have better success with their product. They want better open rates. So that would be better up there than the George Bernard Shaw quote. I'm sold. I'm going to click here and buy it now. That's not tremendous. Well, it's okay. Could be worse. Not only to get the book. So I would pad this out a bit more. And it's really lacking that kind of thud factor of here's what you're going to get. Because... benefits may sell it, but people really need to imagine what they're getting. So after I'd introduced the product, I would talk about the benefits, quick, easy ideas work, and then I would go, here's how we're going to give it you. And I would go into this. So you get the ebook with the ready-to-go ideas. You get the videos where I talk about this, this, and this. And I'd really kind of flesh that out as much as I possibly could. So I've started to do that. You can use these ideas and tweak them to best suit you. How to use the same idea more than once. So you can bleed the ideas for all it's worth. Repurposing. Yeah, so really kind of flesh it out and add what marketers call the thud factor. If this was a physical thing... when I dropped it on the table, would it make an impressive sounding thud? So I'd flesh that out, make it a bit more obvious, sort of headline. Here's what you're going to get when you order today. Bang, 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 bang. Whole bunch of stuff so that when they see the price of 37 quid, they go, oh, it's pretty good. Good value. Here's what's in the book. So again, this isn't blagging it. Now, I know a lot of people say that, they bleed stuff dry for what it can be used for. But the truth is, a lot of the ideas in this book, you can use them for speeches. So if you take one of the ideas that comes up with a tagline and it helps you create a tagline, you'll use that in presentations. You'll use it in webinars. You use it on your business card. Maybe you'll use it in the signature of your email. Maybe on the About Us page. So maybe not in the exact same form either, but maybe in a whole different one. So maybe it'll be a short version that uses a slogan, but maybe you expand it a little bit for your email sign-off or your LinkedIn headline. So this isn't like marketing BS. This is a real selling point of the thing. You can use one idea and use it in a whole different thing. So I'd get it up there. I'd really be specific about this. No longer struggle with the slogan. No longer when somebody says, what do you do for a living? You'll have an answer ready. You'll have an answer that's ready to go, that's a little bit humorous, that's memorable, so that when they're chatting to their mate 3 weeks away in the pub and he says, oh, do you know a guy who does this? You go, yes, I do actually. He has this. Just makes you a bit more memorable. Yeah, so this is more of a content thing. I'd probably move that up. Just to add to the third factor, I would move this up to the bit where... yeah, here. Yeah. I'd move it up just to, and then say, you get all this for, I think that would be a better way of doing it. You see, now here's a good idea I should have done. There's a section in this on how to write Tim Vine style puns and when to use them. I think that could be a bonus. That could be a bonus on its own. And when you order today, maybe not even a fast acting bonus, maybe not a scarcity thing, just even as a free bonus for a limited time, you get this. How much? Yes, see it, it's okay. 39. So this is just really kind of weakly framed. It's just there. I've just kind of, it's just paragraphs. It's not really laid out nicely. It's not. You'd have to, you'd have to look for it to find the price, and it's not really well framed at all. And I probably, I've had a go at pre-framing this. If you want me to come round to your house and write jokes with you, it would cost you at least £262.97, which is, but I think this point could have been made a lot more powerfully. If you actually wanted a comedian to sit down and give you these ideas, it would take you a lot of time to come up with them, and B, it would cost you more than 39 quid. And maybe there's even a room for, if you only use one of these ideas, it will pay for itself kind of thing. I've done all that hard work for you. Just remind them, I would, staring at the white page of death, there's another idea. It's really hard to come up with ideas. I've done it for you. You can use these today. As soon as you click this button, you'll be off to the races, wherever the races are. So I would just make this a bit more compelling. Click here to start being funny today. Just something a bit more enticing, something that refers back to what we've been doing. There's no real reason to buy now either. So is there something we can do to ramp up the scarcity? And maybe that's the idea of, finding something like the Tim Vine style pun thing and putting that as a separate PDF. And just saying that it's only available with that for 5 days. So it's part of like an upsell sequence, like a welcome sequence of emails. Somebody joins your list and gets thrown towards this offer. That could be a good thing to do. If you buy in the next 5 days, I'll also give you this free book. This looks like a guarantee, but it isn't a guarantee. So what's that? Is that like spam? Is that scammy? Is it a bit sleazy? I think it gets in the way. And why aren't I offering a guarantee? Why don't I just say, if you don't think it's worth it, then email me back. I think if I'm not going to guarantee, I shouldn't have it there. It makes it feel like a guarantee, and somebody might actually ignore that. Somebody might see the gold seal and think, oh, it comes with a guarantee, I'll buy it. Click, and then realise it doesn't, and feel like they've got burned, which isn't very much fun. That's I went into a bit more detail on second pass through, to be honest. I might have to watch this again and take some more notes. But that's the kind of thing I do in a critique, a coffee critique anyway. So if you have got a sales page or an email or something you're working on at the moment, a piece of copy, and the idea of having me make notes, create an annotated version, shooting you a PDF of it, and also recording a video of me talking about the ideas seems like a valuable investment, seems like something that would help you out, help make you more money, then join my email list, because that's the first place I offer these kind of limited coffee critiques too. So it's very rare that I put these on social or anything like that. So join my email list and you'll get first dibs on these kind of things. But that was just a version of my own sales page, which I now think looks terrible and is the worst thing in the world. So I'm just going to go off and have a quick cry.